Hey guys, sorry we dropped from our previous live, so I'm picking back up where we left off. This turtle has just finished laying her eggs in the sand. You guys can see the disturbed area there, and now she is making her way back out into the water. So I'm kind of going to walk down with you guys and try and keep the wind out of my mic. So you guys will notice now our staff is kind of hanging out back here, giving the turtle some distance so she can make her way back out into the water. So if you guys do have questions, sorry our previous live dropped, but feel free to put your questions in the comments and I can answer them as I see them come up. Thank you guys for hopping back on, for those of you that were able to. Technology is great, but sometimes we do have connection issues. I'm glad we were able to get out here with you guys so you can see the turtle. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys there. So if you imagine laying all those eggs is pretty exhausting. So she will take some breaks as she's making her way back out into the water. So if you do have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments and I will answer them as I see them pop up. And I'll just stay live so you guys can watch this turtle make her way back out into the water. Thank you guys so much for any donations that you have put on this live or our previous live or just given us in general. All of those donations will go towards the work that we are doing, not only with just rehabilitation, but also the work that we are doing to protect this critically endangered species and make sure that as many of these turtles are getting back out into the wild as possible. Hi again from Costa Rica. Thank you guys so much. And off she goes. Hey Dama, Susan, we are in the city limits. I don't know the zones, to be honest with you, so I'm not sure what zone we are in, but we are in the city. Elizabeth is asking, did she finish laying her eggs? She did. So she has laid her eggs now. She's making her way back out into the Gulf of Mexico. So I'll let you guys watch her go. And then our staff will start working towards the relocation of that nest. So I'll stay here with her and then I'll spin us around so we can see what our staff is up to. And off she goes. Yeah, Amy. Oh, there's a big breath. We are here in the city limits. All right, so she is back out into the water. For all you foot patrollers that are on this live, you might be able to tell me what zone we're in. But we're here in the city. Alejandra is asking how many nests we have so far. As of yesterday, we had, in the live that we did yesterday, that was nest number 13.
Okay, how many eggs?
So now our staff is going to start the relocation process. Alejandra, I didn't answer your question. I do not know how many nests we have had today, so I don't want to give you a number. Yeah, there you go, Amy. So Susan's zone 2. So one thing to keep in mind, you guys are watching Mariana. She's our conservation coordinator. She is going to start relocating this nest, and she's doing excavation right now. For everybody that's on this live and for anyone who's watching the replay, if you guys are here on South Padre Island and you do come across a turtle that is nesting, make sure you give that turtle space. We know it's exciting to see turtles come up to lay their eggs, but they can get spooked. And if you run up to that turtle to try and take pictures and watch, she could get scared and turn around and go back into the water. And we want to make sure that all of these turtles do successfully nest here on the island. So give them space. If you guys see a turtle, call us. and we will come out and respond and do exactly what you guys watched earlier with Mariana and Ren tagging the turtle and collecting data, and now Mariana is doing the excavation of the eggs. So let's see, Emma is asking how long does it take for them to typically lay their nest. It really varies. It's pretty cool here. So yesterday a nest that we found traveled pretty far back in the dunes. Here in the city limits the beach is not as wide, so it won't take them as long to get up onto the beach to their sand. So I've seen turtles nest in as quickly as 30 minutes. Sometimes it might be an hour, hour and a half. So it just varies. So do the hatchlings do the hatchlings hatch at the same time if incubated at Sea Turtle Inc.? Yes. So where we relocate the eggs is a protected area that is still on the beach. So even though it's not in the same spot that the turtle initially laid them, they are going to incubate in the same way since it is still the natural environment. How deep is the nest? If you guys look at your arm from the tips of your fingers down to your elbow, that's about the depth that the Chemstridleys will dig their nest to. Kim is asking, does she not come back for her babies? No. So sea turtles are a little different from other types of animals. Once they nest and lay their eggs, then they disguise that nest area like you guys saw her doing. She does not come back. Her job is done. Sea turtles have very good instincts. So when these hatchlings emerge from their nest cavity, they do everything all on their own. So a lot of people do have concerns about us relocating in case the turtle comes back. She does not come back. So we are just moving them to a safe area. Oh, awesome. All right, lots of awesome comments from Mr. Hain from Flagler Beach, Florida, but over in Costa Rica right now in Nacional, helping with sea turtle nesting in their season. So Sally's asking, won't the eggs get damaged by moving them? So I'm going to come in a little bit closer. So sea turtle eggs are a little different from the eggs you guys buy at the store. They're actually soft and leathery. They can lay up to 100 eggs in one nest. So since the turtle just laid them, it is safe for us to move them. After about 8 hours, the eggs will start to calcify, and at that point, if we find a nest a little bit later, we do have to be very careful. You guys can see that Mariana is putting these eggs in the cooler very carefully, so we are not doing any damage by moving these eggs to a protected area. Alejandra is asking where there'll be public releases later in the summer, COVID permitting. We don't have any, or I don't have any answers for you on that yet. We have not been able to do public releases because of COVID, and I'm not sure if that will change. We will let everybody know, though, if we will be doing them for the public. So Mr. Hain is asking, do you do temperature variations for male or female? Nope, we leave everything up to nature, so we just move them to a safer area. We don't do anything to adjust sex ratios. So Amy is asking, why do you relocate the eggs? Many reasons. The Chemstridley is one of the most critically endangered species of sea turtle in the world. Here, I'm going to show you guys a little view in the nest. So because of that, they only nest in Texas and Mexico. So very small nesting beach area. In Texas, our beaches are open roads, so we can drive up and down as much as we want. The Chemstridley did get really close to extinction. So if you guys have ever been to the East Coast during nesting season, each state does have its own protocols, and these are the protocols that are in place in Texas because of the driving that happens here on the beach, as well as many other reasons. So Sally, can you show us the eggs? Yes, so here are the eggs. So we don't have an exact count yet. Mariana is still pulling eggs out of the nest. As soon as we have a number, I will let y'all know. Hi, people from Austria. We have people from all over. Thank you guys so much for hopping onto our live. Andy's asking, where are you relocating to? So these eggs will be relocated to our protected corral. So I will not be going to the corral on this live, but if you guys scroll back through our videos, I did a Facebook Live yesterday in our corral, and you guys will see exactly what happens when we go in there, and you'll see what that area looks like. It is a safer location for the turtles, yes. So Linda Pelly is asking, were you able to see if this was a returning turtle? No, they actually applied tags. So this was a turtle that did not previously have tags. Where did the turtle come from? There wasn't even a hole. So whenever the turtle is done laying her eggs, she does disguise that nest from predators. So here, you guys will see the stringer that we use. Whoops. So what happens whenever, you guys might have seen Mariana if you were at this on the live at that time, she went up behind the turtle and dropped this stringer into that nest cavity, and that let us relocate or find that nest really easily. All right, I'm scrolling through to see if there are any questions I missed. Okay, so Bella is asking, since the depth and temperature determine sex of the babies, how do you know you are re-nesting them at the exact depth the mom did? So we have, many entities have been working with Kemp's Ridleys for a lot of years. So there are certain depths that we found nest relocation to be very successful. So our staff is trained, as well as everyone else that works in Texas with nesting turtles, to relocate these nests at a certain depth. And it is roughly the same depth that the female will dig that nest cavity to as well. So that provides pretty good hatch success over in our corral. Yeah, a lot of you are asking about, okay, so I'll backtrack because I didn't explain this. So sea turtles exhibit something called temperature-dependent sex determination. So what that means is that the eggs the temperature that these eggs incubate at will determine if these hatchlings emerge as male or female. So warmer temperatures will produce mostly males, warmer temperatures will produce mostly females, cooler temperatures males. So some of you in the comments are asking if we're doing anything to adjust the sex ratios because of climate change. We are not. Is that something that we might have to do in the future? Yes, because with warming temperatures, it could get to where only females are hatching out of these eggs, and if there's no males in the population, there won't be any more sea turtles. So right now we are leaving everything up to nature, but in the future that is something that could be done to skew those sex ratios so sea turtles don't go extinct.
118.
So Mariana just said there was 118 eggs in this nest. There's a little close-up on the eggs for y'all. Amanda's asking, how many do you relocate in a year? It really varies. So our peak year was a few years ago. We had 101 nests on our island. And 2014 was a really low year. That was when I was an intern here. We had 23 nests. So each year kind of varies. Like I mentioned earlier, because of those cold temperatures that we had back in February, nesting season did start a lot later than usual. So I can't even predict how many nests we're going to get this year, but we're hoping for still a good season, even though it did start late. So make sure you guys turn on your notifications for every time we go live. I'm happy we were able to catch a nesting turtle for you guys. I had my fingers crossed yesterday and it worked. So y'all cross your fingers too, and hopefully we'll be able to get out here with another turtle. We are going to be doing more Facebook Lives, hopefully out here on the beach. We will for sure be doing Facebook Lives whenever we release hatchlings. Again, it is unsure. We are unsure whether or not we will be doing public releases because of mass gatherings. But turn on your notifications so you guys can see all the work that we are doing to help protect these amazing turtles and all the work that we're doing in general. So let's see. I see some more questions. Sorry, zoomed in there. Do all the eggs hatch when it's time? Why wouldn't some eggs hatch? Good question from Elizabeth. So there are many factors that could prevent an egg from hatching. It could be the eggs rot sometimes. Out in the wild, things like vegetation or roots going through that nest cavity can prevent them from hatching. So there's a lot of different things. Sometimes the eggs are unfertilized. Sometimes the babies do hatch and then they get stuck down there at the bottom of the nest. So many factors. But that's why the females lay so many eggs. By laying that many and not protecting them, they are giving the species the best chance for survival. On average, it's an estimate that only 1 in 1,000 sea turtle hatchlings will actually make it to adulthood. All right. So I am not seeing any comments. Again, if you guys are out on the beach here in South Padre, over in Boca Chica and Brownsville, and you guys come across a turtle that is sick or injured, a dead turtle, or a turtle that is nesting like you guys just saw, make sure you call Sea Turtle Inc. There is nesting all up and down the Texas coast. So even if you guys are not here in the Rio Grande Valley and you do see a nesting turtle like you saw on one of the other beaches, the National Park Service runs everything north of Port Mansfield. So make sure you call them. Alejandro is asking how many staff members at Sea Turtle Inc. We are a small nonprofit. Full-time staff, we have around 23. So good questions, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Sorry, blocked the camera there. Make sure you turn on our notifications. Share this video so everyone could see all the work that we're doing and learn a little bit more about the nesting process and everything that we do to protect the Kemp's Ridley. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Bye, guys.